right now that are putting in the work on the NA side. DaSnaksta is Canadian, so he's obviously good. D-Pain, I would say, is a solid NA or American dueler. I think he's American.
Is he playing again?
Yeah, DP.
Last I heard, he was playing, but that was a while back. I'm not in on the scene as much as
Actually,
I would like.
It was earlier this week. I saw a game between him and Zacubus. He was A-list though. I didn't know it was him until someone in Twitch chat told me. But it was an awesome game. It was crazy good. And like within the first 2 minutes, I was like, all right, this guy, I think he's A-list because I could tell by how good he was that he was not a nobody. You know, he's like somebody I should probably know. But let's give this one a go. Let's this deck. I mean, we both know this map, so it should be.
Oh, you want to try it?
Testable, yeah, for sure.
Okay, where we at?
You let me know who you're watching from. I got the camera. I got the camera control.
I'm watching DaSnaksta right now. He's going for shield belt control. It's up in about 3.
That's the interesting
Ricochet
dynamic
away.
of this game is that the shield or the major power-ups do not spawn on the beginning of the game. You know, so.
Oh yeah, I know that for sure now because I called someone going for the belt the first time we casted.
Yeah, right.
Zacubus, and I was like, hey, that doesn't happen anymore.
That's what we're used to, and now it's all about getting the best weapon you can initially to put yourself in a good position to pick up those power-ups. Obviously, armor and pads will spawn before the belt, and then inevitably you want to try to get those to leverage to pick up the belt.
In a lot of trouble now. He fought so hard for that belt, but Ricochet went away, stacked up, and now is in major control of DaSnaksta. DaSnaksta is going to take a lot of work getting out of here.
Gets himself the
Ricochet's
boots.
there.
Oh, does some serious damage. Takes all of the armor off of Ricochet down to 42 HP.
Oh my god, the rocket!
What?
Disgusting.
DaSnaksta had
to
no health, no
67.
armor, and still takes out Ricochet. That was sick. Although that was a
slime,
little
though.
clunky. No sooner
Early
do we praise
celebration.
him, and he makes a boneheaded play like that.
Yeah, he's going for the belt quickly now. Is a little bit early. Ricochet should know this. He's going there. He's in position to punish. Gives up the belt. 53 health under that 150. Shot combo a little late. Now both players are on opposite sides of the map. They get to gather some more weapons. DaSnaksta taking mid control. Trying to find Ricochet. I don't think he knows Ricochet's behind him in the sniper corridor. Ricochet should know where he is now from the thing. They're going to see each other. From the ball.
That was good timing by the
DaSnaksta.
Snakes to drop and retrieve that armor, even though he's pretty stacked, but walks right into a combo of Ricochets, or elevator jumps into it. And he looks like me there. Keeps falling in the goo. I mean,
I know.
if anyone's played with me, you know how much I do that.
DaSnaksta wanted to go in right there with the pulse. Took a sniper bullet to the face. There's another combo and the finisher. That's going to be a 1-1. Ricochet taking mid control. Didn't see DaSnaksta takes the first hit. There's 2. DaSnaksta 3. Almost the 4.
That's key engagement. He knew the belt was coming up. He could see the dial on it, and so he used those primaries to back him off to basically have the easy positioning and take that belt.
Ricochet has had the upper ground for a while now. DaSnaksta still punishing from this lower position with the combos. Finally gets the boots and should be on his way out of here. There's the boots.
It falls in the goo again.
Oh, he's going to go aggro here. You're going to cancel each other's combo. There's another one. The goo comes out of DaSnaksta, but he sees the rockets, decides to back off, goes back in. The roll.
Seen more people use the slide. Definitely a viable tactic, and it's great for throwing off your opponent.
Oh,
nice drop combo.
Yeah, DaSnaksta taking mid control here. Ricochet knows he's in trouble because he's in the pit. DaSnaksta punishing.
Pretty good map control by him. He's controlling the main room. Perfect timing, well, nearly perfect timing on the belt. Can't get much better than that. And also,
Yeah,
he's done a
exactly.
good job of controlling those boots, which are extremely, might be even more important than the belt. And no sooner do I say that, does Ricochet take him out with a combo, and he actually picks up the boots. And that's an interesting and yet, I think, cool dynamic, is that power-ups like the amp and the boots drop if they aren't all used up when you die.
Yeah, and DaSnaksta has put a lot of priority on controlling that belt. Every time Ricochet has done a pretty decent job of punishing him, lost his life to a really nice placed rocket in the first engagement. This time DaSnaksta goes down after getting the belt. I'm switched over to Ricochet. He's back in the flat corridor.
They're using those boots to try to close the distance on him.
Yeah, they're going to fight over this armor. Ricochet loses that and then flaks himself on the lift. That's going to drop him down to 70.
Yeah, forced to retreat. Smart play by him to try to create some distance, but almost walked into a combo of DaSnaksta's. A little bit better placement. That might have been a kill shot, and he's going to get taken out there and again surrenders the belt to DaSnaksta. So if we could actually pull up a stat that showed power percentages, which I believe is coming soon. Steve talked about that at the event.
Nice.
We would see that DaSnaksta is in full control of the belt thus far. And I think it's a gentleman's agreement to not use the amp. But whoa!
What?
Ricochet from the goo hits the primary kill shot onto DaSnaksta to bring it within 1.
Yeah, he's going to win the armor from that engagement too. Ouch, stuck in the pit. But you got to admit, that's a super hard. He hit him twice with the primaries in the goo with his screen all jacked up.
Oh, that goo is so punishing too. It feels like quicksand. It just swallows you up. Even though it's been nerfed from how bad it used to be, man, it is still pretty frustrating when you fall in that.
Yeah, definitely here. Ricochet here wants to bring this score back, so I think he's going to really challenge for this belt here. Nice combo to knock DaSnaksta down off of his jump. He's got the high ground. Hits him again. There's the kill and the belt win. Now Ricochet in control. Here's the belt being taken. Tries to chase. Runs into a combo. The second one. DaSnaksta with the boots. Comes up at a strange angle and then hits him with the shock beam. Wow, DaSnaksta on point with aim.
Yeah, that was a good job of kind of cornering Ricochet in the pit. He realized he had the perfect weapon for that situation. The shock rifle with the combos can be so oppressive, and he brings it within 1 as Ricochet was doing quite a good job to get that lead. We now have a pretty close engagement.
Oh.
And DaSnaksta picks up the... He might be able to take the lead here. Very lucky. No! Ricochet realized DaSnaksta was on death's door and uses the Enforcer, which is kind of OP, to finish him off to maintain his lead.
Yeah, the Enforcer is real deadly up that close, especially if you don't have a close-in weapon. DaSnaksta... Oh, no! Ricochet, why? I'm going to switch back over to DaSnaksta now, who has 87 and some armor.
and the belt
knows where Ricochet
actually,
is. Ricochet's going to run into the combo. Actually blocked the ball before he could pop it. Now he's probably going to go down here. 15 health. There it is.
He finished him off with the Enforcer. And he does get the belt, which had been up for a while, yeah. But Ricochet actually picked up the armor. He had a lucky spawn himself.
The armors in this map keep you alive if you don't have any belt control. DaSnaksta trying to hit with the shards. They do a surprising amount of damage. Oh no, into the slime. I don't think DaSnaksta saw him in the slime or he would have finished that kill. 75 health left on Ricochet. Down to 50, 36. DaSnaksta aggro through the combo. Trying to finish Ricochet off. Actually bounced back, opts to get the armor and some health.
Yeah, nice mental block by DaSnaksta to realize, hey, I'm a little wounded. Armor should be up. He backs off and takes it. And mistiming by Ricochet costs him his life. Yep. And, you know, that's a mistake you really can't afford to make because it could potentially concede the belt to DaSnaksta.
Yep. DaSnaksta in position now. Belt up. Gets it. Hits hit in the head with the sniper right before he takes it, so drops DaSnaksta down to 53 underneath the belt. I really like these guys using the boots after the wall dodge to go flying up to where they need to go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Some higher level movement.
It really shows the creativity that you can bring out with the versatility that the wall dodge gives you, and especially the boots, which are, you know, I think they're great for deathmatch, especially for the duel scenario. But they honestly might be too powerful for the CTF scenario just because of the lateral movement you can get from them. But it really is compelling to watch in this scenario.
Both players punishing each other a little bit there with combos. DaSnaksta finding his friend the slime again. Comes up. Belt is not too far away. DaSnaksta's actually going to run in here and try to deny some armor.
And he realizes the belt's up as well. So he concedes the armor, but he's in position to take the belt, and he's going to use...
Yep.
Oh, he missed times!
No.
The dodge jump with the boots. That's the hypno move, as I like to call it. He kind of pioneered that, and he mistimed it. So that belt is still up, so... And he's going to concede it to Ricochet. Huge mistake by DaSnaksta, which kind of opens the door for Ricochet. He's only down by 2, 5 minutes on the clock. But smart play by DaSnaksta to try to get these boots, but he is on death's door at 39 HP.
Yeah, he's got 2 frags to give, but he doesn't want to give anything with 5 minutes remaining. There's the warning going off. DaSnaksta, actually, I think he wanted that sniper run. No, he goes for the shock. Comes up. Trying to do punish the mini secondary. Gets himself some high-powered weapons, the flak. Got his shock rifle back. He was out of ammo.
Ricochet showing a lot of respect for DaSnaksta right now. He should realize that he has the health advantage, but doesn't want to walk into an air. Oh! Beautiful combo, strafing from around the corner and just completely wipes out DaSnaksta, and he's going to pick up the armor as well. So this is opportunity knocking for Ricochet to close the distance and potentially take the lead.
Yeah. Point-blank rockets, or direct rockets. Not going to hurt him too much with this huge stack. Oh, he's behind him. Didn't know. The pulse execute. Ricochet ties it up, gets the belt.
That's a rare belt for him. And the boots, because DaSnaksta has done a great job of controlling both. Nice job by Ricochet using those boots to get out of harm's way. And now he's going to look to close the distance and hopefully take him out, not let DaSnaksta stack back up.
Well, DaSnaksta just stole the armor out from under Ricochet, and Ricochet didn't want to get close because he was scared of that flak cannon of DaSnaksta's. He's only got 5 belts.
Ooh.
And now it's gone, down to 81. I don't think DaSnaksta knew he hit him. Ricochet tries to ambush with the rockets, misses, and then has to jump away with 53, back up to 70. He's probably going to back off here for 5 pads if he can get out of this little engagement. Oh, help, please! DaSnaksta opts to jump down.
A little bit of his internal clock again, trying to get these boots, realizes how important they are. He's going to try to use these to pick up the next belt, as we're all tied up with 3 minutes on the clock. So the next frag is going to be extremely important for how the rest of this map goes.
Yep. Now the players have traded armor for belt. DaSnaksta 100-100. Ricochet taking a lot of damage there through the window. DaSnaksta knows it, forces Ricochet away. Actually, he might not because he's not pressing in. He doesn't realize that Ricochet was all the way down to 56. Ricochet got himself back up to 90. DaSnaksta wants to hit this combo. It's a sniper bullet. Armor is his.
Smart play by DaSnaksta. It seems like he's trying to set himself up to have the advantage to pick up this next frag, but now we have a little bit of engagement here over the potentially next belt, but great combo from below. Does serious damage to DaSnaksta, but he responds right back. Looks like Ricochet has the boots. He's got no armor left, and this is going to be a crucial engagement.
43 on 78. Nice combo from DaSnaksta as Ricochet was trying to jump away. That's going to be belt. Is it? Yes, it's belt. Okay, Ricochet also going to give away another frag here after the kamikaze trying to grab the belt to just keep the tides close. It's 8-6 now.
And
DaSnaksta
I like the decision making by Ricochet there to try to go for the belt. Obviously, he realized it was coming up. He just misplayed it. You know, he didn't get on the ledge and, left himself vulnerable for DaSnaksta to get the belt and take the frag. But if he was actually able to pull that off and take that belt, even if he died afterwards, that's a huge play for him. So I feel like that was a risk he needed to take. It just didn't pay off for him in that instance. Just misexecuted.
I think he probably even could have escaped if he got the belt. He didn't have a weapon, so he just had to jump for the portal.
Right, he wants to go for that rockets and get out of dodge. And oh, wow.
Yeah, DaSnaksta giving up a frag here. Oh, ouch.
I gotta say, Ricochet has been quite lethal with the shock rifle, and it seems like that's kind of been DaSnaksta's Achilles heel so far. I mean, obviously he does have the lead, but more. I'd love to see some stats to see where the frags came from, because I feel like more often than not they came from the shock rifle for Ricochet.
Yep, DaSnaksta has this one in hand, getting the belt off of his hammer jump. Gonna opt to take the aim duel. DaSnaksta actually losing that one, but doesn't feel too bad. with the armor grab.
Yeah, pretty much in garbage time at this point. Is like you said, 30 seconds left. It would take a miracle, even with being just 2 frags down, for him to pull this off. And actually, a fortuitous spawn for DaSnaksta because he was nowhere near. He was nowhere near Ricochet, and realizes all he has to do is just let the time run out. 15 seconds on the clock. He hears him above, using that audio cue to back off. Going to pick up the boots and concedes the armor because he just doesn't want to risk overtime here.
Yeah, Ricochet.
He loves taking a bath in that goo, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like a magnet, man. Really is.
That was a good game, though.
That was a nice game. Yeah, it's nice to see Deck again and see. I really do enjoy like the flying boots off the wall dodge.
It adds such another
you don't expect
dimension.
him to get away so fast.
It's not one of those things where they go straight up. It's like they go lateral side to side. Hey, see you, DCC. That's
yeah, man, see ya.
not too cool. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. You'll be seeing a lot more of us.